Hi all, welcome back. Param here. In this video, we will see what are the features or high level features or important features provided by the Grafana. Okay, in the previous video, we have seen couple of products given by the Grafana labs. One among them is Grafana. The purpose of the Grafana is going to provide a centralized data, the dashboard capabilities. Okay, that's the primary things. Okay, fine. How the Grafana has implemented, how these features are organized, that is what we are going to display here or discuss here. Okay, the first thing is dashboard. So dashboard will have organized with dashboard. So dashboard can be grouped by the folders. Okay, I can show my instance. Maybe in the next video I will show my instance. Okay, in that we can logically group the dashboard into the folders. That is one logical separation is one of the purpose of folders. The second thing is access level to the members or teams or organization, that also can be controlled by the folders. Okay, so that is another purpose of having folders. Okay, and alertings. Okay, so alerting the sense whenever any anomalies happened. Okay, so that times the alerting can be generated by the Grafana instance. Okay, then explore is kind of a screen or capability. Okay, so in that we can do the query. Okay, we can do all different kind of queries and see the result in the dashboards. Okay, or in annotation query or playlist, there are several things are there. Okay, all the operations, all the manipulation where we want to do, it's kind of dev, or okay, it's kind of testing and testing. Okay, so we can play out all the stuff within the explore page. Okay, then based on that we can create the dashboard. Okay, it's kind of rough screen. Okay, it's kind of rough screens, so we can see how the data is comes, how the data is at high levels. Okay, irrespective of range. If say for example, if it is a dashboard, we will see like last 24 hours or last 5 days, something like that, right? That's how that any dashboard will have its own parameter criteria. Okay, right? But in explore, without those criteria or anything, we want to see all the data, we want to see the high level glimpse of the data. Okay, in that case we will go for explore. So in the explore we will not provide it to the end customer. Okay, in 99% we will not provide the end customer. Explore options only for the developers who are going to develop the dashboards. Okay, so actually dashboard is going to be the delivery artifact for the customer, but explore usually used by the developers which who going to work with who going to create the dashboards or writing the queries, everything. Okay, Grafana Lives, yes, it's a new features. Okay, it's available on 8 onwards. Okay, uh, in uh, in front, I mean in the screen. Okay, it's kind of pop up. Okay, it's kind of pop up. Okay, any new things have happened or any new data has arrived or any something's happened. Okay, immediately you can see in your screen as a pop up. Okay, that's kind of Grafana Lives. So beyond that, nothing. Okay. Okay, so whenever you want to have the live data, live dashboard, live metrics, that times we will go for Grafana Lives. Data source, yes, data source kind of create connections, right? Okay, like for any programming language we will create a database connection, right? Similarly, data source is nothing but it's kind of connections. Okay, so we can have any kind of data source. For example, Elasticsearch is kind of one data source, or Prometheus one kind of data source, or InfluxDB, or any MySQL or Microsoft SQL Server. Okay, or any Oracle database, or any tool called AppDynamics or Dynatrace. There are, as I said, there are 150, more than 155 plus data sources are there. That means from those many source we can pull data. Okay, so data dashboards going to have a couple of panels is going to query that data source. Okay, that's how the data that's how control will flow. Okay, dashboard will have one or few panels will execute the queries. So query going to execute in the data source, right? So that's how the data source comes into play. Okay, so whatever the data source we want to use, first things we have to create the data source for them. Okay, a couple of data sources available in only open source edition of Grafana, and couple of data source connection available only for the enterprise editions. We will see what are the features available only in the enterprise, okay, in the down the lines. Okay, I have separate video for, I will create separate video for them. And of course, within that Grafana, how the resources are organized. What do you mean by resources here? Primarily dashboard, users, right, and teams. Okay, so these are the resources. So how it is organized? Usually we organization is kind of concept within the Grafana. Okay, say for example, if you go with Google Cloud Project, GCP cloud, okay, there everything there will be organization. Within that organization there will be project, right? Similarly here also within the Grafana, a concept called organization. Okay, and within first things we have to create the organization. Say for example, for a customer they have a couple of towers or couple of portfolio, finance portfolio, HR portfolio, security portfolio, application development, something like that. For each portfolio we can create separate organization within the Grafana. Okay, then within the organizations we can create teams. So why we are going to create a teams? So easily manage the permission of group of users. Okay, so that's the reason. So we can create the permission teams. Then within the teams obviously we will have the users, right? Users will have set of roles. The majority of roles will be viewer, editor, admin. Okay, I'll talk about the permission and how it's the hierarchy works in the next couple of videos. But this is how the resources will be organized. So this is one kind of administrative task. So in any instance, once it is set up, okay, setup completed, we have to create the organization for each tower of a customer, and within that we will create couple of teams. Then within the teams we will assign the resource or create the resource, I mean users. Okay, then we will assign appropriate permissions level. Okay, organization level, then within that the team level, then within that user level. Okay, in fact for similarly there is we will create folders for dashboard. Okay, okay, so dashboard is kind of logical grouping of dashboards. Okay, for the dashboard level also we can segregate the permissions. Okay, and folder level also we can specify the permission level. So all these things will be happen. And if any okay, here alerts, okay, that is fine, these are all okay. Then teams, okay, organization, okay, fine, plugins. Okay, the Grafana is plugin kind of architecture. Okay, so whatever the feature you need, you can get by installing the plugin. Okay, okay, so plugin, there are three types. One is panel plugin, data source plugin, and what is the other source? App level plugin. Okay, so there are three type of plugins are there. We will see how to install the plugin, where to get the plugins. Okay, say for example there is a couple of open source plugin also available. Okay, so our community plugins are available, our partner plugin available. Most of the partner plugin comes under the price, but community plugin or any open source plugin we can directly pull and install it in our Grafana instance. Okay, so the plugin management also will be there. For example, if you want to have CSV or if you want to pull data from any REST API, then obviously we have to install some Infinity plugin. So similarly for each purpose we have to install the plugin. Grafana instance itself comes with couple of plugin we call as a built-in plugin or core plugin. Those plugin developed by the Grafana lab itself. In addition to that, if you want any other plugin, we have to install manually. Okay, so all the core plugins comes with the instance itself, so we don't need to bother about the core plugins. Okay, then forget the API key. Okay, API key, service account. Service account we will create. Okay, so we can create service account. Service account in the sense service account will be used by any automation. Let's say we are going to create some automation which is going to generate the reports on a daily basis or weekly basis. Okay, that also has to be authenticated with the Grafana, right? So for the purpose we will create the service account, but API keys are deprecated in fact. Okay, so it has its capability is limited. So Grafana Labs decided to deprecate the API keys and in favor of service account. Okay, library panel is just a reuse of panel itself. Okay, reusing a panel. So a panel can be reused across the mini dashboard. Okay, and if you edit in one place, it will be reflected in all the dashboards. So that is what library panel. We will see all the stuff. Okay, we can see all the steps. Okay, and okay, yeah, we can see all the stuff. So these are the features provided by the Grafana. Of course, recorded queries. Okay, recorded queries available only in the enterprise edition. Okay, but recorded queries, what is now, we can see the trends of dashboard or data which we received from the data source. Okay, so whenever we want to see the trends, let's say we are getting we are getting alert for CPU usage or RAM or something like that. Okay, if you want to see the trends, how it was yesterday and how it is today. Okay, so those things also you can do. That is what they call as a recorded queries. Okay, it's available in the enterprise. They call as insight. So they will collect a variety of insight data. That's how they will provide with the dashboards. Okay, so that is one of the features. Image rendering panel. Image rendering panel, what is it now? Let's say we are creating a dashboard. Dashboard going to have one or more panel. Okay, panel in the sense what in that we are going to display a variety of visualization. Okay, so the visualizations can be generated by the dedicated server or image rendering server. Okay, so that that can be embedded within the reports. Okay, that is to embed any of the reports or any visualizations. Okay, so that times we go for image rendering features. Okay, of course, we can generate the reports and PDFs into PDFs. Okay, so these are the high level features provided by the Grafana. So primary thing is we are going to have the dashboard. So dashboard depends on panel. Okay, organized into the folder. Okay, so panel in fact depend on data source. From the data source we are going to pull the data. Based on the data, we can first things we can do some explorations, or we can, if any, when we can go for alertings. If you want to go for real times, then I will configure Grafana Lives. Okay, so for Grafana Lives we have to open couple of WebSocket and also. Okay, that's we will see in the later. Okay, of course, reports and image rendering for the panels, visualization panels to attach in the email or PDF files. Okay, recorded queries to see the trends, how it's happened yesterday and that times, that kind of insight. If you want, we have to go for recorded queries. Then set of resources within the Grafana itself: dashboard, folders, teams, users, plugins, annotations, library panels. Okay, service account. These are the other stuff. At high level, these are the things which we are going to learn about the which we have to familiar at least to work with the Grafana. Where to configure, how to use, what is the benefit, all the steps we will see in the upcoming videos. Thank you. Thanks for watching.